Whoa, hello folks. So it's a sunny Wednesday afternoon, folks, and
Hello folks, welcome back to Cornwall.
we've come up to see something we have seen a very long time ago, folks, but it's something that's
ROC Post.
possibly quite rare and likely probably the only one in Cornwall that's still left. But we're with Kerno today.
Hi folks.
Okay, we've got Kerno now. We have both been here before a very long time ago, and we've seen it, but I got to be perfectly honest, folks, I had a really crap camera back then, and if you look into the archives of TWEX you will see it, but we've come back again today to see it, and what we've got, folks, is a 1968 closure ROC post, folks. Yeah, Royal Observer Corp post, and you can see it coming up there just in front of us now, and I'm not going to divulge the location of it, but it's on private land, folks, and we have asked permission, and we've been fortunate enough to be granted permission, so no problem about filming it, folks. But first thing we're going to look at then is the above ground features. So starting to show its bit of deterioration since we were last there, mate, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's quite a bit.
Yeah, so we've got
probably
the access shaft, and we've got the sump pump pipe, GZI ground zero indicator. We've got fixed survey tube, and it looks like the top, the blanking plate where the pipe is secured, yeah, folks, it's succumbed to rust. Right, back in a mo. So where was it then, folks, before the before I had a phone call? Yeah, it's fixed survey meter pipe. We just showed you that it's the pipe has succumbed to a bit of rust, and the blanking plate is sheared off the top, and the ventilation shaft. Now there's no evidence of this one being a master post.
That's in the top hatch.
No, and this one is marked on Sub Britannica website, and it's marked as a 68 closure, and it's in a very peculiar location, folks. It's a very wild location up here. It's very natural, folks, not just wild and let go, but very, very old part of Cornwall. And I'm told from previous time I came up here, that mound of stones you can see in the foreground there, folks, that was actually from when they built this post.
Yeah, I heard
because they dug out the hole in the ground to put in the ROC post, and apparently I remember being told last time we were here, folks, they had to use explosives to make a hole in the ground to accommodate the post. And apparently I was also told that a few properties nearby were damaged from the blasting when they but
so
yeah,
a lot of broken stone in it, so you can imagine how much TNT.
yeah, a lot of broken stone. Yeah, so we're in Cornwall, folks, and the ground is packed with granite, folks. We've got literally, when you dig underground, you usually have about 2 or 3 feet of topsoil, and then you've got lots of solid granite beneath you, and
Well, we are on high ground.
if not solid, but big lumps of it, basically.
Ray, for instance, that's solid ground.
Yeah, you can see the degradation of the metal louvers there, folks. They are really falling into victim of the weather, the elements.
Yeah.
And
It gets sandblasted, doesn't it?
here's the hatch, folks. Now, we haven't attempted to open this yet. We're going to check it out before we do, because we don't want to risk damaging it. We know it was bad last time we were here, wasn't it, mate?
I've not come over here before, not this one.
I think you have. Yeah, I think you have, yeah. Yeah. But it was very bad last time I came here, and it was...
Go and have a look at the spore heap a moment, just to give you an idea of how much blasting took place.
We'll have a look That's one of the ventilation pipes there for the post. And oh, I've just spotted as well, next to the fixed survey pipe, we've got the bomb power indicator tube. Now this is the temporary blanking plate that the ROC posts all had. When the post wasn't in use, folks, they would screw this into the top, and then if you look at one of the videos that we did recently, we did actually find a bomb power indicator baffle which is designed to screw on the top, folks, which there is a good quality image of on that one, but it's still here, but looking very, very rusty. But yeah, so
do you want to tell us something about that?
Yeah, this is the bomb power indicator tube, as I just said to my folks a moment ago, and this is the temporary plug that would have been screwed on the top when the post wasn't in use.
Yeah.
And obviously 1968 this post closed, it was no longer used by the Observer Corp.
Yeah.
And this has probably been screwed on there probably since the day the post closed.
So what's the other one over there, mate? Is that Tyco?
That looks like GPO connection. Yeah, I was about to get to that, folks. We've actually got, this is telephone wire, folks. Yeah, we've got the now every ROC post does it slightly differently. We always have a different way of getting the telephone line into the ROC post. Quite often it comes down the ventilation shaft, and sometimes it's buried in the ground and it runs along into the access shaft, but on this occasion this is how it was for this post. It basically looks like a piece of water pipe, folks, and it's got something stamped in it, BFC. I'd guess that's the type of fitting, yeah. But
you know, since the 60s, mate, that has done well, hasn't it, really?
That has, yeah. I mean, that survived from well, from about 1959, folks. Yeah. But it's definitely telephone cable, and it looks like the end of it is lost somewhere, stuck in the surface ground, and the other end of it goes down to the post underground, folks. But yeah, it's pretty good.
Right, so we're going to take a break, folks, but we're going to be trying our best to get inside. I think we should be okay. So
we should be okay. It all depends on. Do not want to definitely do not want to damage the hatch. No. So
hopefully we'll see you inside, folks.
Yep.
Back in a minute.
Back in a minute. Hello, folks. So here we are. Another ROC post. Now I'm being a bit careful for a minute because I'm climbing down the ladder, folks. But
he's making his way down, folks.
Apologise for the dodgy camera work, but I'm using a handheld camera and I'm actually filming you coming down the shaft at the same time. So it's been a while since we've been in this one, folks. I think it's been about 4 years. So
he's nearly down there, folks.
Go careful anyway, go steady.
Yeah, no worries. Is there much water in there?
No, there's none. It's the.
Oh, just the sump, is it?
Yeah, but the sump is weak, so don't step on it.
Yeah.
Right, folks, there's the stump. I wouldn't step on it if I were you.
No, I'm not going to.
It's full of rainwater. Right then, folks, so just a moment. And we have light. Alright, I'll move out the way.
I'll leave the drone here.
Yeah, so we've got big boulders in the toilet cubicle, which is not really good.
On way.
And wow, here we are, folks. So 1968 closure. Got the original door there. Now there's a tale with that door, the damage of it, what reason why it's damaged, and we'll get back to that later in the video. But we have this Bakelite switch, which is amazing. Clockwork timer. It looks like the timer has also been in the past bypassed by the switch, folks. And it's got this original paint in here as well, folks. And first thing that I notice immediately is original siren crate, folks. So we've got an original siren crate. Now, unlike the last one, this siren crate appears to be intact, folks, which is very unusual. Yeah. And I'm trying to actually make out. Yeah. So here we are. So we've got the original siren crate.
Oh yeah.
Now it's actually got letters on it, or writing on it. So we've got here hand operated siren home office property, which is what they all say, and all these siren cases. Method of packing BP3, date packed. What sadly that is unreadable. And the packed by ATSS, inspected by, we're never going to know, folks, because the paper is just, the print of it is coming off of it. But yeah, so we've got home office property, and we've got the service electric, basically measures of packaging, method of packaging. So we should all pretty much know what the hand operated siren looks like by now, folks. And we've got the original cupboard, and you can see a bit of fiberboard backing that backs it, which has been damaged, sadly. But everything's painted in this original paint.
Yellowy colour.
Yeah, it's like and you know, so we got that. That's a bit. So you can see that wasn't. Don't think that was there last time, folks. You've got a bit of reinforcing in the concrete there, which is busting through the render. Which is, whether that's accidental or deliberate. Well, they've got the end of your phone line there, look.
Yeah, we can see that.
Yeah. Yeah. That is the end of the telephone line, folks, coming in here. And we've got, somebody's put a flipping glow stick up there. So we've got cabinets and things would have been bolted in here. Got the electrical connectors for the telephone line, and that's original as well. Look, that's a telephone connection. BT telephone connection. You've still got wires coming out of it, folks. That's amazing. Old, yeah, I'm not going to touch it. Baker light. Bomb power indicator tube there, missing the down part. Yeah, that's what that is. Sorry, folks. That's where the bomb power indicator would have.
Can you see, Adam, that when they put it, that they've got the drawer still there?
Yes, they drew around it.
Yeah,
to put it there. It's the bracket for the bomb power indicator, and all kinds of scribblings on here from various visitors over the years, and yeah, so it's all kinds of people's operating room.
Martin's motorcycles.
Yeah,
he's been down here.
Has he really? Martin's motorcycles. Well, whether that's him or not, or I reckon, yeah, I just seen that.
Oh,
yeah. So we knew Martin. Well, we know Martin. I don't think Martin's motorcycles is anymore, but we know Martin. But that is pretty good. And this thing on the floor here is a structure. It's a structure, folks. Yeah. Now it's obviously being chucked on the floor because nobody really cares about it, but it is. If somebody needed to be medically evacuated from the ROC Post, then this would be the way they would do it.
Yeah.
You would be strapped onto this board and no doubt hoisted up the shaft vertically by a bit of rope that would have come down, folks. A couple of observers up there huffing and heaving and panting, dragging the poor casualty up the ladder.
So, do you want to tell the folks what happened to the door?
Well, yeah, the story goes with the door. Well, this is what we were told, folks, but apparently at some point in the 1970s, bearing in mind this post was disused after 1968, the post was closed, it was no longer used. Well, some local schoolboys used to come in here, and it was kind of like a bit of their den, if you know what I mean. And on one particular day, they came up here, and as they left it, they locked the door, folks, because I believe there was once a working lock on there. They locked the internal door, left, but there was a rumour that apparently they had explosives in this. They were the kids were storing explosives in here, which turned out to be false. But apparently it was the local police that put a charge on the door and blew it to allow them access. But rather sadly, when they did get in here, they realised there was no explosives here.
No explosives.
No. But that was a very long time ago.
Yeah.
I think I heard it was possibly early to mid 70s.
Right, yeah. I've kind of heard something similar.
Yeah, it looks like we've got a bit of a fold-up chair.
Yeah, I don't think that's
Bit there.
too long.
No, there's very little original stuff in here, other than, oh, hold on, I might have found one thing. I don't know if it's no, it's a container lid. Thought it might have been an electrical junction box.
But it is nice to see the original tape
Yeah,
there, isn't
it's absolutely great.
Because we know what normally happens.
Yeah, so...
Another good thing, Adam, I'm sure you agree with, on some of the ROC posts we've done, they're usually quite wet, aren't they?
Yes.
This one is
This
bone
one is
dry.
bone dry. However, I'm wondering whether that'll stay the same forever, because
There is a bit of water.
the sump there, folks, is rather full of rainwater. The rainwater's been getting in because the hatch is in a terrible condition, as you would have seen in the video a moment ago. But obviously, the sump pump is broken, and unfortunately, anybody who tries to remove that grate or even step on it, it's likely to break up, folks, because it's just literally made of rust now.
Can I just point something else out?
Yeah?
You know when it rains here,
Yeah.
obviously you see that's straight through, isn't it?
That's right, yeah, as we saw.
Look on the ground, look, that's where all the water.
Yeah, the fixed survey meter tube, the blanking plate is bust. The whole tube has succumbed to corrosion and broken off. And that's how the rain undoubtedly, you know, maybe not as much as the hatch, but it does get in now, doesn't it?
Well, I hope you enjoy this video. Please like, comment and subscribe.
Yeah, there's just one other thing as well that I can just tell you folks, is how we know this is a 1968 closure is because there is just bare concrete walls.
No polystyrene.
There's no polystyrene.
Yeah.
No polystyrene.
Yeah.
On the walls, folks.
Indeed.
Yeah. Right, folks. So we've been here for quite a while, and we've just been having a general look at the various different surface features, and we've got the ground zero indicator plate, and this would have been. Oh, I lost you then. Sorry about that. Yeah, this would have been here basically since 1959, folks. This was put here when the post was built. It's permanently fixed to the concrete, and it's a feature of the post. And I've always wondered, you've got these three holes. This would have been to allow the ground zero indicator, which was a great big drum, to fit on top. Three fixed studs coming out the bottom of it, and then they would have been nuts that the observers would have just nipped up with the fingers underneath. Got an aeroplane there, look folks, flying away.
Open up.
Yeah. Yeah, so back to this then. Right, so ground zero indicator is there. Now we noticed that the holes are not quite uniform, and you see they're a bit obscure, you know. I'm looking at the distance from the rim to the edge of the hole there, and there, and there, and same here, look folks, all different. Well, I decided to get my compass out to prove something, because I did actually learn a while ago that the ground zero indicator, folks, would always face north. Okay, so just to be sure of where north is, folks, I'm just going to show you my compass here, and there we go. That is magnetic north, in line with that one. So the ground zero indicator, I think they're even designed so they'll only fit on there one way, so you can't get it wrong. And then inside you would have had your photographic paper. It would have come north, east, and west, and south. And then obviously that would have the metal drum around the outside of it with the pinhole in would have allowed, in the event of an atomic detonation, then light would have gone through the hole and burned the photographic paper, allowing the observers to exactly triangulate where, in which direction, and roughly the position of the atomic blast. So yeah, maybe a little bit of theory there to go with the history. But
so we have checked, folks, and looking at the compass and then looking at this is here is dead on.
yeah, it's dead on. And just to show you that it's not being, the compass isn't being influenced by anything, I will just move it slightly, and there we go, folks. North. Excellent. So great. Well, thanks for watching, folks. Anyway, and from me and Kerno, we will see you again in the next video. Cheers, folks. Bye.
Bye.